Hi there, my name is Sandra Cope and I host the Energy Vent on Energy Radio on Sundays. And on the Energy Vent, we get to vent about different life issues. And that's what Energy Radio, in collaboration with Mindbus, which is a mental health organization, is doing right now. Now, I'm going to have some key players in the entertainment industry and also in the media industry in the bus with me, and also an expert, and we'll be talking about every single thing mental health, the challenges we face, and what kind of solutions that we can have towards these challenges. Caroline. So now we are in the bus, the mind bus, and I'm just about to dive into the minds of these creatives. Now on the bus, I do have Lobose. She is a radio presenter and she presents the late branch on Energy Radio on Sundays. Lobose, say hey. Hi. And I also have Rickman Manrick. Now he presents the Energy Upside on Energy Radio, and that's on Saturdays. He's also an artist, he's an actor, he's a boxer and a footballer. He does wear many hats, and I'd love to listen to his experiences in these different facets of his identity. And I have the bad man himself, the artist, the actor, Alan Toniks, on the bus with me, and he just released his new banger just last night.
Yes.
If I Say, it's on Spotify, TikTok, and it will be coming up on all the other platforms. And on the bus, we do have an expert as well, because this is the Mind Bus, and Mind Bus is all about mental health. And her name is Hyra. She is a clinical psychologist. Hyra, welcome to the bus. And everybody else on the bus will just be chipping in into these conversations and the different experiences that we have on social media, the challenges we face, and the call to action in what we should do about these challenges. Welcome aboard. Okay. So, Rickman, what does social media play in your personal and professional life?
Um, my personal life, um, like I get to express who I am and what I like, my interests, how I communicate with people, my friends, um, and just communication in general, like knowledge and all that. So simply receive a lot of information from social media. But I feel like people don't even watch TV no more.
That's true.
You get everything on your phone, social media. And professionally, it's business. I know what to do when it comes to social media.
Do you have someone who handles your accounts,
No.
your business accounts, or you do them yourself?
I do it myself.
How is that like?
It's hectic, I would say, but it gives me a natural feel. Like I get
Authentic,
feedback.
eh?
Yeah, it's authentic. I get feedback, like to myself. I don't. No one's gonna filter it. Maybe when someone is running your socials, they'll leave us some messages, maybe not feel like they're gonna hurt you or stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Social media and my profession is just business. I know it's business. No hard feelings. I know how to play along with it. And then personal is more about friends, more about getting to know things, knowledge, and that.
Oh, okay. I can see that how handling your business account can maintain authenticity and connection with your fans.
Yeah.
It's better to be on the frontier of that. But to Alan, how has your relationship with social media changed over the years? Ever since like you came into the entertainment industry, the mistakes you made and where you are now, how you navigate that?
Well, I feel like when I started out, social media wasn't as influential as it is today. And maybe you didn't have to be as filtered because people weren't giving it as much attention,
Oh yeah, now there's cancel culture.
you know? So I feel like it could be more organic then and more
Than now.
real than now, because now there's a lot of scrutiny, and also people are always looking for the next story, the next controversy, the next. So it's like they're always looking now for an angle So whatever I feel like much as Rickman said is able to be authentic and real, I feel like more than ever, you have to really be calculative. I feel like because there's everything is open to interpretation,
True.
right?
Mm.
And people will interpret things the way they
From
feel
their own
works. They
filters.
works
Yes.
for whatever they're trying.
Mm.
They will interpret it that way
Yes.
if that is what they want to put out, right? Meaning, so before you say anything or post anything,
You have to really think
you have
how
to
it's going to be
imagine how it will be
perceived.
perceived. That is assuming, I mean, the kind of brand you want to put out there. I'm sure there are people who cast care to the wind and just put whatever, and because maybe that's their brand, you know, depending on what it is. So I feel like social media has become way more influential today. Of course, that has now its pros and its cons, right?
Mm.
In the arts, um, social media, the advent of social media has made, I feel, say in the music industry, has weakened the value of talent.
Okay.
I feel.
How so?
Um, because trending is much easier today than it was then.
I
And it's
see.
and it's not based
It has
on
saturated the
talent, right?
music.
It could trend for whatever reason, right?
Mm.
So I remember when we started out, for you to have a trending song, bro, you couldn't accidental it, you couldn't gimmick it, you couldn't.
Mm.
The stuff had to be dope. There were steps, there were basically you couldn't fluke it, right? And if I'm always asked this question a lot in interviews where people ask and say, you know, what's the difference between the music of those days and the music of now? That's basically the main thing, is that then you couldn't fluke it. And if you go back and see um, the artists that came out in that period, the likes of, Keiko, GNL, the Azizis, Radiant Wizards, there is a consistency you see in the quality and breed of the artistry, you know, from hip hop all the way to R&B to Afro, right? It's not that they want it's just that for you to actually come out and sort of trend, quote to quote, it could not be accidental, you know. You
There
had
was
to
so
have
much work that
There
went
was so
into
much
it,
work and the
and
talent had so
dedication
much
and
value.
talent.
But today, Rickman has dope vibes, but he will be competing with someone maybe way, way subpar because maybe they did something on TikTok and it trended so much, regardless of what the actual content that they're doing is. And there's no way to control that. And so that dilutes the whole system. So that's an example of a negative side of social media, you know?
So for you as an artist,
Mm.
saying all that,
Mm.
do you feel sometimes that being in that industry, some people have different identities? The social media identity, because you see this person, probably they did something on TikTok and you idolize them and you think like, oh my gosh, like this is the person of the moment. But you meet them in real life and you're so underwhelmed because they are lacking talent, they are lacking drive, which is what you're saying.
I hear you. I
Do you
hear
think
you.
most artists like battle with this
I
dual
mean,
identities on social media, off social media?
well, ultimately, the great equalizer, I guess, is time. In that, like you said, a gimmick is a moment,
Yeah.
a moment, and but if 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 someone actually has something real, it will be evident in the
It's timeless.
consistency and how long they're able to actually last the legacy.
Yes.
At the end of the day, maybe aside from the heat of the moment, things naturally sieve themselves out in a way, because the talent, the actual quality stuff will still end up floating on the top and out of the career. But also, a lot of people who are talented get frustrated and chill, right?
Because
So
their talent
many.
is downplayed.
Yeah, because there'll be so much noise
Mm,
that they just get suffocated and don't even have a space to, so
to
that's a
express
bit of
themselves.
a sad fact of it.
Mm,
And I tend to go out in different studios to explore, different producers, right? And you meet a lot of guys there who are really, I'm sure Rickman can attest to that.
Yeah.
Like there are guys
very
there
talented.
who you never heard, but you just get shocked. They're really good. They're out there. And when you compare to some of the things that are fronted, you're like, what? Like,
This guy is much better than
but
the guy
they're
that has
there,
been fronted.
and these are guys that I feel could even represent the evolution of Uganda music in a positive vibe for us to be competitive beyond just Kampala or Uganda, right?
Beyond the fluff, yes.
So
Okay.
yeah, so it's contextual, really. Yeah.
Logose, being on social media, like your Generation Z, and Generation Z is the age, it's the generation of technology. How do you decide? What are the determinants that make you decide what to keep private and what to put out for the
Well,
public to see?
private things to be kept on social media depends on the person, particularly. But me, as a person, the things I chose to keep private from my life, from social media, are say my relationship life. I will be able to put that I am with a partner, but you will not know who my partner is unless you're close to me. Yeah. Something else that I believe I learned to keep private, where you stay, your whereabouts in real time. That's one thing the Gen Z people haven't yet understood, that yeah, you're a content creator, you are a social media personality, but you should always leave something for yourself, for your own safety, and for your own mental health space, which is, I don't think it's only a Gen Z thing. I think even particular millennials and baby boomers right now, because of the trend, it's the right thing to do. They want to put their lives out there without even leaving a single dot of privacy for themselves. And then they start complaining about, oh my God, no one respects my privacy. My life is all out in social media. You put it there. So after you put the work out there, after you put your life out there, we as the audience are bound to talk about it. So I believe family matters, relationship life, where you stay, emphasis on where you stay, because there are crazy people out here in the world, stalkers who come and do something wrong to you or anything else. So I believe particular things, again, it depends on the person, should be kept private.
So, fine, let's put the particular things aside, where you stay, your family and stuff. Do you feel that most people go online because they have a pressure to perform? They're not posting their family, but they want to perform. They want to show, okay, I'm on holiday in the Maldives, so you have to see me. Like they want to perform for people. Do you think that's why they do it? Especially the younger age. No, because you have Snapchat.
Yeah.
Everything is in real time. People get a front row seat to the film of your life. Do you think that pressure is the one that makes people overshare? And in result, it just brings so much anxiety and mental health issues.
In the generation we're living in right now, it's all about, it's a clout generation.
Yes, people are chasing clout.
For chasing clout. But then, even though we're chasing clout or anything like that, you as the audience, it's your choice on how to perceive it or not. I'm just making myself happy by posting it. Yeah, I could have ulterior motives by saying, I'm posting this and I want so and so to see I'm having a good time, and I'm not having a good time. Most preferably, someone could be posting and yet after they finish posting, having a good time, they go to their bed and cry. So it's social media is about deception, okay? But then I do believe it does cause, and it's a great big issue in the mental health society. But then once again, it's the audience who perceive it their kind of way. Real time, as you said on Snapchat, majority of, I'm a content creator. I do TikTok. It's my job.
Yes.
It's my job. I earn from it. So me posting, I will have to do it whether I want it or not, because I'm going to earn from it. Okay? But then posting in real time is something I will never agree with in my life. I learned the hard
So you
way.
don't post in
I
real
don't
time.
post in
So
real
what
time.
happened? Take you back. You learned the hard way. What
Well,
happened?
there was this one time, I can't forget, 7th September, okay? I posted in real time on Snapchat after the King Muddy concert. And I'm at Bukoto Heights, the apartments. That's where I chose to sleep that night. And someone just calls my number, okay, which I had actually put on my Instagram. You get my Instagram bio, and goes like, I'm outside Bukoto Heights apartment. On your Snapchat, you put, you are hungry.
What?
So I brought food. I didn't know who this person was. I called the reception and they're like, yes, there is someone requesting to see a Logose patients at the reception right now. So other things kept on happening because I didn't learn my lesson until I was like, but no, I'm putting myself in danger's way. I'm doing this
Yes.
myself. So I don't really post in real time anymore. I do recaps. So I will then
When it's already
when it's
happened.
already happened, I'm home, I'm in my bed, I'm going to post what happened yesterday night.
Rickman, what's the worst experience you've had on socials?
Social media.
Yes.
I wouldn't give a specific one, but not. But I think I through a tough skin come to a realization of where like you are really bored. Some people don't mean what they say. Just fun.
You're just bored.
Yeah, it's just banter, and so literally a few years ago, maybe like probably like 2 years, I actually post like any random thing, maybe national player or a cup or whatever on my socials, and in the comment section would be about my extra. Only. So through that,
How did that make you feel?
in the beginning it was, you get a little bit, you want to give back, you want to protect, defend, say whatever, oh, that's not true, blah, 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 blah. But when you actually grow through it, you understand that it's just fun. You don't really mean what they're saying.
The minute they get done typing,
Yeah.
they move on
They
with their
move on
lives.
to the next one. They comment on another thing. And they actually forget. Some people actually do comment some stuff and forget about what they commented.
Wow.
And then in another post, they'll say a different thing, contradicting what they already said. So you come to understand that social media has become I think I'll call it a banter space for some
people.
But don't really. There's some memes you see actually where people are like someone posts a car and someone comments I wouldn't drive that, and then someone posts a meme of a person texting sleeping on the floor or something.
A 1-inch mattress. I was just about to say that.
That gives you that
Exactly.
of,
Oh my
it's
God.
just banter.
You have reminded me of this meme I saw of their chicks. They're on the floor and they're like bags of KFC and like a huge Coke, Fanta bottle, and she's charging her phone and she has no wig on. Like basically, when you're home,
I know,
Logose,
I know.
and it's written "Slay Queens who drink champagne behind the scenes."
I'm so much.
So you get the picture. So I learned that most of the times it's that. Even Drake said in a song that some comments are from my 11-year-old that even doesn't know anything about life.
Exactly.
Say,
Yes.
Drake, you're doing this, and that. So you don't give it time.
You don't give it time.
But in
Yeah.
a professional way, most of the things I learned professionally, I can have a professional answer and then a banter
Address
answer.
it, yes.
You don't understand. But most of the times I try not to do the other way. I try to leave it alone.
I think that's the best way
Yeah,
to
you
do
find
it.
this because in the world we're working in right now, everyone is watching, everyone is
True.
listening, everyone.
Oh, and the internet never forgets.
Yeah, so there was an incident actually that happened to me one time. It was blankets and wine. Some person I know, out of some drama, poured champagne on me. Not a lot of people saw that because it was a little bit peak and intense and blah blah blah. But the way I reacted, I didn't do anything. I just made myself calm down and walk away because I knew the people around me.
Oh, people start
They would
filming, you're
witness.
going to go viral, they're going to take it out of context.
Yes,
It's just viral.
and a few years later, I'm working for a person that was in the space. Imagine if I reacted in another way, I wouldn't be
True.
working for that person. So that taught me as well, reaction on
Really
social media
matters.
matters a lot.
Alan, do you ever feel misunderstood on social media?
I think social media is the home of misunderstanding. Because first of all, you're dealing with people that have various levels of understanding. People
True.
are not at the same level of understanding. So definitely you cannot expect everyone to be on the same page as you. In fact, chances are, I mean, there are those who won't be on the same page but will not comment or try to start something, right? But then
Yeah.
there are those who will feel like they have, and of course, somehow, when you're a public figure, people feel that they're entitled to an opinion about your choices, your decisions, what you say, what you do. They feel like you owe them some explanation. I normally joke with my friends, like, sometimes I feel like being an artist or celebrity in Uganda is like being a politician. People act like they voted for you into some stuff, and now you have to like answer their questions and explain yourself to them.
Yes.
So I'm like, bro, I'm just living my life. Like, bro, I'm not your MP. I'm not your chairman, LC, I don't know what. Those guys, you can ask them, why have you done
They owe you an
this?
explanation,
Yeah.
actually.
But
You know?
ideally, I shouldn't owe you an explanation. But yo, people will act like,
Yeah.
now you see why you
Why-
doing
why
that.
are you-
Bro, what about you? Like, you also do your stuff, but so it's crazy. At the same time, I feel like those who have mastered, because social media now I think is a game of manipulation.
It's a game of persuasion.
I think it's
persuading
manipulation.
people.
Manipulating people. Persuasion is putting it to
It depends. It can be both.
the reality of it
It can be both.
is that it's a game of manipulation. Why?
Some are manipulating you because what they are fronting is not what they stand for. So that's manipulating someone. But persuasion is telling people what you're about, your cause, and then they join your cause because it's authentic, right?
But
And
it's
you
risky.
persuade them.
It's risky because you must know, like, sometimes bearing your heart and soul leaves you vulnerable.
True.
Especially when you know you're in a place where there's so much negative energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's risky for you to just bear yourself and make yourself vulnerable like that. Even if you decide to do so, you have to do it in a very tactful way. So ultimately, there has to be, ideally, those who benefit the most from social media are those who use it to manipulate, are those who simply understand what narrative do I want to portray and just work towards that, regardless of whether it's a reality or not.
I beg to differ because, like you said, vulnerability. I feel vulnerability is looked at as a sign of weakness. I think vulnerability is a sign of strength for me because my social media, I share my experiences and I'm very candid and very open of the experiences I've gone through, things like struggling with alcohol. I share those things and people can ask me and I build a community. I feel that most of the things about social media, one of the things that we don't understand, most of us, is building community. When I started content creation, I would get messages and people would ask me, do you want followers? And I was like, no, I don't want. I don't want random people to just see that I have so many followers and there's no interaction, there's no community. We're supposed to be building community. And this is at the heart of managing mental health in social media. Because if you're going to find someone who is going to come and find your authentic self and they don't agree with you, they're not your people, they're not part of your audience.
Sure.
Let them go and find their audience where they feel that they fit in. because we're supposed to build communities, and communities, they garner authentic dialogue, ongoing dialogue that is positive, because
True.
you turn a negative into a positive. Like, I have people who reach out to me everywhere in the supermarket. They will stop me and say, Sandra, imagine I heard about that toxic relationship you're talking about. You're talking sense, because I had been in this relationship, but now I'm like, I'm having more self-awareness, like I need to have boundaries. And this is a ripple effect that I've shared from my experience, from the bad experiences I had and the mistakes that I made. Or people would stop me and say, you know what, I've tried quitting drinking like 5 times. I'm giving up. And I tell her, you know what? When I talk about quitting drinking, it was not I woke up one day and I quit and I was done.
Magically.
I tried for 20 years.
It was a process.
It was countless times and I failed. But the thing is, when you fall, you get up and you try again and again and again. So it's not glamorized, you know?
Word.
And I feel that that's what we should be looking at: persuasion, not manipulation. Because
So that's your-
manipulation is
I feel like that's your brand.
That's your brand. That's your line of work.
Exactly.
In our line of work, it's all about numbers.
Exactly.
Everyone has to come.
So
okay.
it comes down almost to what are you willing to do? And this is where now the ladies have benefited so much from
They're
the
like, they are
internet
shielded
more than
that.
no. What do we shoot?
Ladies at the back, your take, please.
No,
Like,
I have to make this point before the ladies start jazzing, because I know I'm curious to see how they say. Like, honestly, I feel like the internet has really done the ladies good. In what way? They are the biggest benefactors of social media manipulation. From
Explain.
overnight millionaires on OnlyFans
Uh-huh.
to the fact that if Rickman and I were female artists and he's really talented, but I have Nyash and I'm willing to shake it a bit, I might get traction faster than him.
True.
Facts, right?
True.
Following, just do a sample
Following.
and go on IG and see which ladies have a bigger following. It's the ones who are willing to push the envelope in as far as push the edge in how much you can activate your body parts. And what happens? I can even go as far as to say we've seen like those DJs from South Africa, they bring the female DJs, bro. They just wear skimpy stuff and go around and shake their booty and do like suggestive stuff. And the guys are like, what? They're bad. Now, DJ Tribias comes. My man. He's scratching, doing all the tricks, he scratches with the elbow, with the tongue. Guys are like, man, you go to check the following, those ones, they have like, so, and that is where I'm saying that the manipulation.
Energy Radio.